Welcome to the vlog. Today I ran 4.3 miles already. I kind of woke up late, gotten a little bit of work done, some editing for my documentary, and now I have to go run some errands that I can't really talk about until tomorrow, but I have to go run some errands now. And then I want to talk to you guys about DoorDash, why it's a great option as a side hustle, and how it's benefited me and my endeavors. In late December, I was fortunate enough to buy my first car. I bought this car because the car that I was in was beginning to be insufficient for my work needs, as I was about to be traveling to New York by car to film my second full-length documentary. Sometime in early December, I was thinking of extra ways to come up with some cash, and I came across the idea of becoming a DoorDash delivery driver. This idea was appealing to me because I thought it would be cool to just be able to make money whenever I could, whenever I had the free time. The idea of making money every single day was very appealing to me, as I would be able to use this income to supplement some of the income that I was yet to be making in my business. So what I want to talk about is my experience as a DoorDash driver, and basically if it's been worth it, how consistent it's been, and how much I enjoy it. So I guess I'm going to go over a list of pros and cons that can kind of maybe give you a better idea of the real experience as a DoorDash driver and what it's really like. So I'll start with the cons. First off, when you DoorDash in I would think any place, so far in my experience, DoorDash has attributed a lot of miles to my car. I think every time I go out, I drive about 40 to 60 miles. Typically when I go downtown, which is like an 8-mile drive. I typically DoorDash for a few hours, which adds anywhere from 20 to 30 miles, and then it's another 8-mile drive back. So the miles, that does add up when you do it multiple times per week. I'm typically going out 2 to 4 times a week to DoorDash at night. Miles do really add up. I'm almost at 10,000 miles on my car between DoorDashing, regular driving around, and the trips that I've taken cross country. I would probably say DoorDash has added 1,000 miles to my car, and I've only been doing it 2 months. That is pretty significant in the long run. If preserving the miles on your car is a concern to you, I would definitely say this might not be the best option for you as a side hustle. The second downfall or con to DoorDashing is simply the pay is inconsistent. I mean, there are ways you can kind of game the system where you can go at certain times that pay more and go to certain areas that pay more, and you can be very strategic about it. But at the end of the day, I can go out at 5 o'clock on a busy night during a high traffic hour and make $30 one night, and I can do that another night and make $60. So it's really hard to plan how much income you want to generate in a certain amount of time. Like for example, my plan was to go out tonight and make $60 in a 4-hour time span. The other night that worked, and tonight I was only able to generate about half of that. It's just really inconsistent. It's really hard to predict. Definitely on the weekends there's more pay, and on the weekdays there's less pay. And at night there's, at certain times where demand is high for DoorDash, there's a thing called peak pay, which is going to get me into my first pro in the list of pros. So let's get into that. The thing that's really cool about DoorDash is they do this thing called peak pay, where in certain zones where you're driving, there will be a bonus for every delivery that you accept. So for example, a delivery that would typically be around $8, during peak pay hours, there might be a $2 bonus from 5 to 8. And during those peak pay hours, I get an extra $2 per delivery. The other night, when I made $60 in a 4-hour time span, about 30 of my dollars were just from peak pay alone. It really adds up. It really does make a significant difference, and you can kind of pick and choose and strategize what times you're going out around peak pay, which is pretty predictable night in and night out. There's always peak pay in the areas that I live in, so that is a bonus. I really enjoy that part of DoorDashing. My next pro would be, it is very enjoyable for those who want to either listen to audiobooks or podcasts. Doing DoorDash is a way to kind of monetize that downtime where you'd be intaking content that you would otherwise be doing in your bedroom, not making any money. So I'm the type of person who's always trying to learn, always trying to gain new information. So when I'm DoorDashing, I'll throw on a podcast and just drive around, make money. Really enjoyable. It's a really enjoyable way to kind of mesh learning with making money, and also sometimes I just listen to music and vibe, look at the nice view of the city. It's super enjoyable, and I do really enjoy the work. Obviously, it's a little bit taxing and can get repetitive, but you can make it enjoyable, and for me, I've been able to do that. The last pro that I could think of was simply it's super flexible. It's really, you can go out whenever you want and count on at least making a little bit of extra cash. And if you need a side hustle, if you need a little bit of extra cash, if you need an extra few $100 a month, you can plan your hours whenever you want and make money whenever you want. And there's no set hours you can do it. It's 24 hours a day for the most part, and there's usually orders that need deliveries, so it's the flexibility of it is awesome.